So there's an entire room for awards.
There's a room, I think, kept the international awards in Dubai because it was wrapped in a towel. My mom wrapped it. She thought it was gold. So live performance can't be, emulated by AI. You can do everything digital, but the live soul, consolidated effort of musicians together creating a statement is what India should do next.
Yeah, it's so lovely to see you in Cannes again. You are here, of course, with a documentary, Headhunting to Beatboxing.
The producer. No music.
No, but it sounds fascinating. It's about the musical renaissance of Nagaland. I'm very curious, how did you end up as the producer of this?
So, long story is we heard about Nagaland. Oh, don't go there. It's dangerous. All this stuff past 30 years.
The cliches, yeah.
The cliches. And then I would go to Shillong. Then I have a soft corner for the Northeast. Even in my movie 99 Songs, it's part of. And so one of my friends, Bhairavi Jani, said, no, Nagaland is peaceful. Should go there. And suddenly we get this invitation from the government of Nagaland. So please come as a guest of honor for the Hornbill Festival, which is beautiful. I go there and I'm stunned by the music, the musicality, and the youth is coming out discussing music. I said, man, this is like a dream, city, and it's uncorrupted. And there's a sense of spirituality, nature, quietness, and the world should know. So I called up Rohit, who had done Creative Indians. He's directed one of our episodes. He came in with just the iPhone and then started filming. Then 2 years round, he had a cut, which is very kind of esoteric cut, and I sent the cut to my friends in Hollywood and all. We shared. They had a lot of notes, reshot a lot of stuff. So past 5 years has been a good back and forth. Now we have a cut.
5 years you've been doing this?
Yeah, I think because progress and this thing happened, Corona happened.
Right.
Yeah, so there were like 2 years. You can't count that.
Yeah.
And now we have a cut we're proud of. We released the poster yesterday.
How lovely.
Yeah.
You said, in the press notes for the doc, you talk about how, for you, home is where the music is. And you said Nagaland's really become a home away from home. Just tell us a little bit about the music scene, because so many of us have no clue.
Yeah, so there are songwriters as good as John Mayer singing just with the guitar. And it's stunning because I played some of the stuff. I wanted to actually take some of the folks of India, the core of the new generation, to Hollywood Bowl, like me presenting it to the Western audience. But then again, Corona came in that time. So there's the brother-sister duo, then the other songwriters. There is a reggae band, and there is a folk band, the Testo Sisters. And then there is orphanage we adopted, and we're teaching Western classical to these children. They came and performed last year in Chennai along with the other students. So all this stuff is happening.
And you're actively involved in sort of pushing out the musical scene?
Yeah, I think after a while you feel like whatever I can connect, people to the Western world or to the mainstream world, it's a good thing. And we feel like we are underserved in bringing the Northeast to mainstream in India. I feel like we could do more, and this is one of those.
Where did this soft corner for the Northeast emerge from?
I don't know why.
It's just there?
Because India, the beauty of India is the diversity.
Yeah.
The beauty of India is like, we can appreciate each one. We're all so different. North is different. I look brown. And then Kerala is different, and Punjab is different, Bengal is different. Then you go to the Northeast, it's another story. And
You've just been in love.
Yeah, I've been in love, yeah.
Speaking of Punjab, we have to talk about Amar Singh Chamkila, which is just the most stunning soundtrack, and it's one of my favorite films of the year. I was just thinking, you've been now making music for what, over 30 years, right? Roja was 92, I want to say. Is the pursuit of excellence now just ingrained?
No, actually, you need to have a sense of filter within you. Because after a while, the ease of making music becomes, I can sit on a piano, 4 chords, I can make a tune. Is the tune good enough? It was good enough that time. Is it good enough now in the clatter of millions of songwriters and AI generating music? Where does it stand? So this is what I think the evolution is. Where does it stand? Where does it have to head? How much should it strip down to basics, or how much should we, layer it with the stuff? And what is the story behind?
Yeah.
Sometimes, understanding the lyrics and the context to a film is what makes, I think, a music success. You can make the best soundtrack, but if it's in a clutter, nobody's going to. Like, for instance, Vida Karo, which has become an Ishq Mitai, has
Makes
become.
me cry every single time I
So I
listen
just
to
took
it.
the whole, like, what if Madan Mohan had to compose this, or the greats, and they're greats, of course. We can just try, to get into their world, the world of thinking. And for instance, in '99, I did a few kind of a composition, get into how would Bach compose this. So it's fun, but we can't be Bach, but at least you can try and then be different from what you've done before. So, yeah.
But yeah, when you say that you need to have filters, right?
Yeah.
Where you can judge your own music and say that this is good enough or it's not good enough. How do you
The validation, self-validation.
That's it. But that's so hard
It is.
with the kind of success, especially that you've had. How do you say to yourself, no, this is not good enough?
I actually kind of see what's happening on Twitter, what people talk,
You listen?
what they like. Yeah. So it's important to see all that stuff, because then you see a certain kind of vibe people like it. So why they're liking it? So because there's a void of that kind of thing, which is not. And if you present it to them, they're gonna embrace it well. If you're gonna there's a sweet shop, 10 sweet shops, you don't want to make 11th one. You have to do the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So that's my formula always. I try to fill in the void, what do they don't have? What do they need?
Yeah.
For myself, then I give it to them.
But I think you've always done that. You have filled the void. I mean, we didn't know we needed music like that till we heard Roja.
Thank you.
No, genuinely. I saw an interview of yours where you said that your daughter Khatija, who's also a very accomplished singer, sends you messages like, how can you do it, Dad? Movie after movie after movie, you just keep doing, and the movies don't reciprocate the energy that you put into them, some of them, and you still keep doing. Why aren't you doing independent music? And I really laughed. I said, what do you respond with?
No, I think independent music is fine, but I'm just saying, as a teamwork, if I have to do an album for 5 years, I can do that. I can do probably the world's best album. But, the team, like, working with Mr. Mani Ratnam and, Javed Saab, or together when we do it, it's much more simpler to accomplish greatness than independently taking, what is the lyric going to be? What is the concept of the album? Which I like too.
Yeah.
But there's a fun, and then you don't need promotion. The movie is a promotion for your music. So you get it all on a platter. So your convenience is, and people listen to it.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like the void of theatre in it, the professional theatre, musical theatre is not there, and the infrastructure is not there, and we all have to work towards that, because I have the school which is producing amazing talent. Where are they going? They should be the next Lion King, the next Beauty and the Beast or Phantom of the Opera, but they're becoming singers and composers, which is fine. But I feel like consolidated effort of musicians together creating a statement is what India should do next.
Yeah.
Because that can't be, live performance can't be emulated by AI.
Yeah.
You can do everything digital,
Yeah.
but the live soul, and when people see their own children on stage at the city, that's a different experience. That's what I'm striving now.
What do you tell your daughter?
Me, I just smiled. She's so sweet. It's nice to. That
Yeah,
she's
they're
absorbing.
questioning
Yeah,
you, which
yeah.
is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's a nice thing.
I didn't know that I said it in an interview.
And I love that, because my kids are also now old enough and they're questioning you all the time.
Yeah.
And it makes you rethink your own positions, right?
Yeah. No, sometimes you don't express the bigger things you have for your children. And but I think all the small things matter to them. Did you stand by me when I needed you? I said, I'm standing by the bigger, you saw the big umbrella on top of you? I'm that.
Yeah, that's lovely. I'm the big umbrella protecting you. But Tell me about AI. Now, you've always been very tech forward, right? And your position on it has always been that whatever happens, human beings will rise higher and create something
Yeah.
better. But for the younger guys who are just getting into, their art, and what is your advice for them? Like, how do they deal with this thing, which seems very scary to those of us who don't understand it?
I mean, I just told the answer in the previous question. So, like any live performance now, if any.
Sure, that's one way.
That's one way.
Yeah.
And also embrace it. We did have AI long, but it was not named AI. What is autotune? It's AI. And computers, a lot of things which it does. I still feel like the basic thing, like putting a HDMI into a TV where you don't have to select and it finds out. Many things don't do that until you just go and select the HDMI, the picture doesn't come. I think things like that on AI would be really cool. But I don't like the fact that somebody can replace 1,000 people with one computer, and that is evil. And none of us should think like that. If somebody's livelihood is going to go, imagine how many people. Some people might commit suicide, saying, "I don't have, my job is gone," and it's taken. So, I think it's also good for leaders to lead people what to take, a country to lead them to say that this is AI, it's fine, we'll get the basics out of that, but you guys are special and you have to do this. And it's a time to take leadership and find a way for the world. India should take leadership, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading a list of your awards, and there's so many that I couldn't memorize it. So I have a cue card. Okay, now this is what
That's all the past.
This is on the
I
net.
don't have one in my room or anything.
I want to ask you. So that, of course, 2 Oscars, 2 Grammys, 1 BAFTA, 1 Golden Globe, 4 National Film Awards, 15
Six national awards.
6 National Film Awards, 15 Filmfare Awards.
32
What?
combined.
That's right. I was just coming to that. So 15 Filmfare and 13 Filmfare Awards South.
Yeah.
Where do you keep all this?
There's a room, and then some of them have not come to me. I think some of the directors have kept them. Like, this is my souvenir.
They were like, "AR has enough.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll just keep these." So there's an entire room for awards.
There's a room, I think, kept the international awards in Dubai because it was wrapped in a towel. My mom wrapped it. She thought it was gold. So after she passed away, I went to a room, took that out, and I gave it to the Dubai Firdaus. It's in the Firdaus studio in a nice showcase.
Nice. And the rest are in a room in Chennai?
Yeah, the office room or somewhere. But I feel like it's done. That part of me is there. I've evolved into something, and I'm searching for the new, like what I can do. Like this documentary is giving back. Is whatever I stand for, whatever credibility I've earned, can I use that for something better? Is what this is. Being a producer, and sometimes, yeah.
Do you want to make more movies?
No, I'm selective. It's just exhausting to produce a movie because it's a gamble. You know that.
Yeah.
What a gamble it is.
Yeah.
It could either completely take you, all the stuff you've done in your life, you can lose in making. But if you're smart enough, I want to be more a creative, what do you call, come with ideas. And because
sort of an incubator.
Yeah, the world is changing, and I think because I'm both the worlds, the modern world and the old world. I love the old world and the modern world. So what are the things which we can give to the world from India? Yeah.
Okay, one last question. What do you like to do most in Cannes?
Just meet people, and I love, just over the coffee, big things can happen. Yeah, like in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so suddenly like people from the world, like actors and actresses, they're taking selfies. I was just walking from one from Israel, one from America, one from Africa. It was interesting to see. I don't even know them. They know me, I think. It's great.
How lovely.
Yeah.
And do you have a favorite restaurant, or is there one specific thing that you like to do?
I think last time when we came, I took that big house I told you.
Yes.
That villa where my wife didn't turn up. She went back. She got palpitation. And so we decided to go to one of the villages. I don't remember the village. It's 2 hours from here. It was beautiful. So I'm thinking I should go tomorrow with my friend Thomas.
And just take in the sights and sounds. Yeah. And is that one more way of, like, I'm always trying to get inside your head as an artist. I've been talking to you for so many years and trying to figure out how you come up with what you do. And you've always made it very simple that it just comes to me. You've always said, right, that it's like you're an instrument. Almost.
Yeah, I think it's like we're like a vessel.
Yeah.
The vessel has to be clean so that good stuff comes in it. It can't be dirty when, purity comes in it. So how cleansed you are is when how beautiful you reflect to the world. And so we all have the same emotions, dirty emotions and revenge and spite and jealousy and everything. Then you just have to chop it down and flush it out immediately so that there's no place for that in your body. Your body is a shrine of God, I feel like. And that shrine has to be clean for the divinity to exist inside you, in your heart, in your brain.
And when you are in a place like this, or when you go to the village that you might go to, is that all inspiration? Do things stay in somewhere?
Yeah, I think all hard work is reflected in the, outcome of a building or architecture or the way they keep a place. I'm so inspired by how they kept this place. And so when I go to my company and show them, look at this, there's no wires, there's no AC popping out, there's a sense of vanity, there's a sense of beauty.
Yeah.
Why can't we do that? It's like...
So it all somewhere ends up...
It does. I think we learn from people and we unlearn certain things from people too.
Yeah.
Like, certain things we don't want to learn, certain things we need to learn. I think it's being the best, best version of yourself or best version of your family, best version of...
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's always so good to see you here in Cannes, and especially on the RH3 yacht.
It's a miniature of I was in the yacht with Paul Allen. I
love it.
May God bless his soul. He was so hospitable and, hosted us twice in his yacht. Odyssey, I think, the octopus. And it reminds me of this.
I love it. I love the vicarious living that I can do through you and your incredible life here. Thank you so much. Thank you. You've been watching FC at Cannes 2024 in association with entertainment partner Airtel Xstream Fiber, beauty partner Lakme, podcast partner Amazon Music, and travel partner Air France.